there we go. And we are back with more Dwarf Fortress. Histories of cupidity and tenacity. And we will be quite tenacious. Because our queen is fully satisfied. And now we're questing to be a true mountain home. And I'm very excited about that. We're also going to be making a big coin push this season. Of course, it's the precipice of autumn of year 16, which means the trading caravans will be arriving shortly. And these are all the different trade caravans from all our surrounding settlements. So, might be doing some big trade, might be selling some books, and you know, doing what we do, producing more steel in a desperate attempt to fully outfit our military. Not even the biggest military I've ever seen, though possibly one of the biggest militaries currently within the world of Umamnar, better known as the Dark Oblivion. You know, we've got 40 melee class dwarves, 20 Marks dwarves, and then we've got some wrestlers, but that's more recreational. So, you know, we're really just trying to get everyone fully equipped, which means I need to produce. Actually, need to produce more chainmail shirts because I only need 40 steel breastplates. But my Marks dwarves need steel as well. So I need to make more steel mail shirts. I just realized that. So I guess we're going to be doing that. And we're going to be making the executive office for Kohler Lore. And we're going to be setting up our statue garden early on. So, let's stop dicking around. Let's continue our active game. The world of Umamnar, the Dark Oblivion. Of course, we are returning to Eneth Aral, the City of Waters, on the 1st of Limestone, early autumn, year 16. And yeah, we're gonna be getting a lot of things going. I thought I was gonna be making steel helmets to start the autumn off, but no, we're going to be making more mail shirts because we need more of those. So that's going to be the first thing we do, because look at our military. We got 6 squads. If we look at our armor, we've got 41 breastplates, and that's all we need for breastplates, but we need more steel mail shirts. So because I want to have the ability to have my whole military running at once. Very rare that I would ever actually do that, but in an emergency, I don't want my dwarves having to, you know, desperately look for gear. You know, I'd like to have more than my military, but I need to get everyone to at least have one piece of gear first before I can do like an extra set. So we're gonna make 20 mail shirts, steel mail shirts. Of course, we're also going to be forging a bunch of copper bolts. And yeah, we're producing a lot of glass products. So one of the things I said I was going to do was I was going to set up Cole's office. So, okay, we already have these slated for removal. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put down some green glass blocks. slate all those things for removal, and we're gonna put that glass in. And I want to do that before I do any of the setup for the statue garden. Of course, we've got rotting stuff. Where is it? Where's the rot? There it is. Yeah, we got more. And we'll check here too. Yeah, we got more rotten meat. And we'll check this one too. Tissue. Okay. So we got those things done. So the dry season has come. Autumn has arrived on the calendar. We've got a couple angry dwarves, but you know, things can turn around, you know. There's no guarantee that they're going to stay that way. And if they cause trouble, you know, everyone, you know, we've had some real troublemakers. So long as they ain't committing murders, you know, we'll see how things go. Hopefully they don't start pulling tantrums. Hopefully we can turn things around before they get to that point. So let's see. Got a lot of dwarves partying. A lot of dwarves partying. And I love that. Decent amount of dwarves worshipping too. So we can get the rest of this glass floor set up, I think. Oh no, I'm actually going to be shy on blocks. I called it last stream that it was going to be some sort of jewelry. Inad Unibodshith, the metal crafter, has created Arben Kubuk, an iron ring. She offers it to the merchants of guilds. Alright, well, let's look at this. The Cradled Lance. This is an iron lance. All craft worship is of the highest quality. Why did I say it's an iron lance? This is an iron ring. All craft worship is of the highest quality. It is decorated with avocado wood and buffalo leather, water buffalo leather, and encircled with bands of iron, oval diorite cabochons, and rectangular kaolinite cabochons. This object menaces with spikes of yak leather. On the item is an image of dwarves in red pyrope. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork was the foundation of the City of Waters by the Merchants of Guilds of the Red Guild in the early spring of 2. On the item is an image of Thicket Rhymesack, the dwarf, in sandstone. I don't know if I want to give that ring to someone or if I want to put it on display. It's a hard call to make. Oh, we got rotten food. Dude's gonna love his office. He's gonna walk in that office and be like, dollars. That's what this office is all about. Can we engrave these? Oh, we can. Hold on. Let me look at these engravers. Okay. The thing is, if I have Monam do the job on his own, I'm gonna get like a much better results. Ah, we don't need a Bebzith. Oh, awesome. When he engraves it, it goes dark green. Dark green's a better vibe. give him Oshot's Suck Rift. He's getting like, I think it might be one of our earliest artifacts. It's the second one because Cole Allure built the earliest artifact. Oshot's Suck was the second one, and our front door, the Ring of Learning, Athal Turel, is the front door of the fortress. Who's the elephant? Oh, okay, that's a wild elephant, right? Yeah. Oh, look, he likes his office already. Brother, it's not even done. Wait, those look like flags. Take that down. We're gonna put that behind him. We're gonna make him another green glass statue. Yes, good work, child. Cole wants a coffin whipped up. This can be done. How did you get up there? Oh, there's only one way I can think of to get you down from there if you can't figure it out. Whatever's about to happen, it's gonna happen. She's likely not gonna be in good shape though. Oh, and the caravan from Angdamas has arrived. Their wagons have bypassed your inaccessible sight. Stop lying to me. Ah, here it comes. Well, okay. I see any other holes? No. Yes, I do actually. Yeah, there's a lot of puke all over the place. Look at the caravans. So let me see, do these different merchants? It just says they're the Red Guild. So yeah, Cole's got a pretty dripped out office. You know, we just gotta get his dining space up in quality, but you know, his office is looking pretty clean. More miasma. I love it. Oh, and the merchants have arrived and are unloading their goods at my inaccessible site. But you know, since they're unloading their goods, I should be unloading my goods. Oh, but Destat is pondering. He's reading. He's researching. My man's learning out here. Destat is a learned man. I might give him the ring. He's reading while walking around. Yeah. He's wise. He's got knowledge. He's read guides, novels, essays. He knows music and poetry and dance. Time to do some trading. Also, that's the thing I want to peek at real quick. Labor kitchen. Have we been using? We haven't been using that jelly. So since they're here, I'm just gonna try and sell the jelly. Oh, okay, okay. Why did my playback speed suddenly go to 2 times? That was so weird. That was so weird. I was like, what the... Is my audio messed up? All of a sudden I'm just hearing an ox horn with a high-pitched voice. It's like, yo, I want some Fallout lore while I click buttons. Because this trading part, it's a thing. Ooh. Yep. Yeah, it's not as it is perfect length. Perfect. All right, we're locked in. We're locked in. All right, so we're gonna get rid of all of our, all of our amulets. Oh, not sure if I'm gonna sell the unicorn. Oh, and I got Forest Titan. I might hodl that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep those. The unicorn and the Forest Titan, that shit's tight. I want my dwarves repping that. I don't think we're selling any of our armor. I'll sell this coat and this coat. We can't sell any of our cloaks. Get rid of these old vests. More old vests. More old vests. More old vests. Get rid of this llama wool dress. This dress. This. We'll sell those. Sell those. And that. Probably keeping all of our backpacks. I don't think we have any low quality damaged backpacks. Keeping my bags. Come back to barrels. Yeah, may as well. Come back to bins as well. That's on blocks, not body parts, no boulders. We'll keep that. Can't sell bracelets. Keeping our buckets. Keep our chains. Keep our cloth. Keeping the iron, gold, silver, copper, platinum, light pewter, sterling, bismuth. Horn silver. I'm just so sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. Sell these. These. This. This. And these. Sell these water buffalo crowns, yak bone crowns. Keeping the unicorn bone crowns. These. I'll sell that. And that. Cow bone earrings, water buffalo earrings, yak bone earrings, muscle shell earrings. Keeping the unicorns and the forest titan. Can't sell the figurines. I don't think I've got any damaged flasks, so they're kind of a thing I just want to hold on to, because, you know, when our dwarves gotta go for a walk to the deep, it's nice for them to just bring a drink with them. Road beers. Alright. Let's sell these. Alright. Let's sell all the used shoes. These are all garbage for the most part. Those large pig leather shoes are worth jack shit and they're brand new. got so many used socks that are worth a lot of money. Yo, some of these socks are worth bank. What's going on? Some quality socks, but used socks, big money on these used socks. Wow. We've lost a lot of acacia mugs. I always forget about that wood grate. Horse bone, cow bone, pig bone, goat bone, water bone, goose bone, and tiger leather. Cow bone, pig bone, goat bone. Large carnelian, large lavender jade, large tiger iron, large pyrite, large great chalcedony. Oh, no, we don't want to sell that. Cowbone. Water buffalo. Yak bone. I'm saving my other rings. Cowbone. Water buffalo. Yak bone. Unicorn. But I'm keeping the forest titan. Keeping my sheets. Keeping my shields and bucklers. My splints. Got so much jelly. $813 items. Holy crap. Oh, I'm gonna have to do it all over again when I sell. Alright, let's fucking go! Ilunkinem!
down Devon, should him those leg on no ball. Bush lam raffle, mama sirap gatol.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good shit. Holy fuck, this place looks busy. It's really just dawning on me now how long I've had these guys trapped in here. It's been a couple of years. Aw, he's gonna spend his 200th birthday in jail. Yeah, we'll get the start to the depot. That way, the second we can trade, we'll do it. progress on getting this stuff to the depot. Oh, he's researching. Just not, you don't have family. Oh. Migrants? I've never even heard of that god. Go to Orbheld. almost have everything there. And we were able to deal with those migrants. I think we only actually had like two or three people join. Alright. Time to trade. So let's see. Yeah, we're gonna sell the doors, bed, puzzle boxes, toy boats, toy hammers, toy axes, mini forges, the coats, the vests, the dresses, the robes, the shoes, the socks, helms, gauntlets, gloves, amulets, scepters, crowns, rings, earrings, the large gems, trousers, the greaves, the leggings, hatch covers, all these jugs, all these codices. Alright, so I'll take these bars. It's not much, it's just iron and lead pewter, but we'll still take it. I'm not taking these blocks though. Don't need the rough gems. Don't need clay. Don't need chains. So you don't need those. Yeah, I don't need animals. But I will take the alcohol. And the milk. Alright, we're still in the green. And like I'm not even doing bins or barrels right now. I probably can't. Alright. Let's do some trading. It's time to make dollars. Big dollars. Alright, so Udil Odomam. Greetings from the Outer Lands. Your efforts are legendary. Let us trade. Let's do this. Ah, wonderful. Thank you for your business. Oodle seems ecstatic with the trading. I'm pretty happy with it too. So I need about 6,500 to buy the rest. So those barrels should cover the costs. Forgotten beast, the Rosnar Barros has come. A towering feathered spider. It has a short trunk and it squirms and fidgets. Its golden yellow feathers are long and sparse. Beware its poisonous bite. Let me see this thing. Ugh. The fatal oblivion of funerals. You're telling me this thing has no relation to Barrows? Barrows the fatal urns? The fatal oblivion of funerals? Yeah, we're not done trading though. That is an excellent looking office. You can't tell me that doesn't look sick. All I wants is your bins, boy. Lady. Yeah. Alright, first sandstone. No trader needed at the depot. That's some big trading though. Like, over 800 cloth. Over 300 hide. Copper bolts made up. Oh, Medtob Rith Aloth, the Spearmaster, has bestowed the name Nolas Bactus upon a steel shield, which translates to Flickered Shattered, which kind of is like, I guess how pairing in Elden Ring feels. You flick the button, you shatter their guard, you break it, you stab them in the stomach. Good times. Lots of building, lots of engraving on all levels. let me look at what coins I've got that are gold. Because like I said, 16, I want to do 16 stacks. And I know I've got 8 so far. So I've got gold, silver, copper. I think I've got bronze. Yep. Pewter. Sterling silver. Black bronze. And bismuth bronze. Okay. Did I not do platinum? Yeah, I haven't done platinum for 16. produce some more bars, we can produce more coins. But right now we're doing zinc, iron, platinum, tin, and lead. He's already making tin coins. Okay, so we got some of those coins done. So here's a stack of 500 Angdamas 16 tin coin. This is the tin currency of Angdamas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a well-designed image of white ghosts. On the coin's back is an exceptionally designed image of ease and pleated crafts, the dwarf, and dwarves. Ease and pleated craft is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Ease and pleated crafts to the position of queen of the Red Guild in 1. And this is a stack of 500 Angdamas 16 platinum coin. This is the platinum currency of Angdamas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a well-designed image of grapevines. On the coin's back is an image of a thin gauntlet. Zinc's up next. Zinc and iron. The merchants from Angdamas will be leaving soon. Pressed honey, so we can make mead. I need more steel bars. So this is a stack of 500 Angdamas 16 zinc coin. This is the zinc currency of Angdamas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a masterfully designed image of dwarves. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of orb held by the room of webbing of the Red Guild in the midwinter of 7. On the coin's back is a rendition of the Prince of Gorges, a masterfully designed image of an octahedral octahedron. The image is the symbol of the Red Guild, the dwarven civilization. Our stack of 500 Angdamas 16 iron coin. This is the iron currency of Angdamas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a well-designed image of 3 forgotten beasts. On the coin's back is a rendition of the Prince of Gorges, a masterfully designed image of an octahedral octahedron. The image is the symbol of the Red Guild, a dwarven civilization. That didn't take long for him to make. So here we have a stack of 500 Angdomas 16 lead coin. This is the lead currency of Angdomas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a rendition of the Prince of Gorges, a masterfully designed image of an octahedral octahedron. The image is a symbol of the Red Guild, a dwarven civilization. On the coin's back is a well-designed image of tables. Devon, bring out the tables. So here we're going to make Billin coins. Pewter coins. And we'll see. Maybe they'll grab the steel coins and make those before they make the steel mail shirts. Okay, so she's already making the Billin coins. Oh, and he's already making the steel coins. And the merchants from Angmos have embarked on their journey, and Izum has imported a ban on certain exports. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so we've got our steel coins. This is a stack of 500 Angdomas 16 steel coin. This is the steel currency of Angdomas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a superiorly designed image of dwarves. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Dalborbs by the Tower of Foot of the Red Guild in the midsummer of 13. On the coin's back is an exceptionally designed image of Melville Chucktown, the dwarf, and dwarves. Melville Chucktown is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Melville Chucktown to the position of outpost liaison of the Red Guild in 1. And here we have a stack of 500 Angdomas 16 Billin coin. This is the Billin currency of Angdomas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a superiorly designed image of Thicket Rhymesack, the dwarf and dwarves. Thicket Rhymesack is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Thicket Rhymesack to the position of general of the Red Guild in 1. On the coin's back is a finely designed image of radiant cut gems. And here we have Zuglar Boatswill. Boatswill? Boatswill. I'm going to go with Boatswill. Minting fine pewter coins, which should be the last coins that we make for the year 16. Alright, here we have a stack of 500 Angdomas 16 fine pewter coin. This is the fine pewter currency of Angdomas from the year 16. On the front of the coin is a masterfully designed image of Ease and Pleated Crafts, the Dwarf, and Dwarves. Ease and Pleated Crafts is surrounded by the Dwarves. The artwork relates the ascension of the Dwarf Ease and Pleated Crafts to the position of Queen of the Red Guild in 1. On the coin's back is an image of caper bushes. So let's just quickly look at coins. I just want to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah, so that's our coinage for the year. We got 16 fresh stacks, which are all going to have to be hauled all the way up to level 46. But as you can see, we've already got some of these fresh coins up here. The zinc coins have already been brought up. Look at that. Economy. Yeah, we'll get those steel bars made up. Don't worry, don't worry. Not that many people praying at the moment. Fair amount of people in the pub. Some people in the library, but you know, I prefer when the library's crowded, personally. But we do have people working. You know, we're making glass blocks, collecting sand. Honestly, I'm probably gonna need more glass blocks to get made. And set these as like, to be done as new jobs, though. Purely because it gives Cole a reason to go to his office and bask in its glory, and throw that in the dumpster. Eventually, we'll unforbid everything in the dumpsters. you look at that? Nish Etargashud, the Swordmaster, has bestowed the name Elidsebrek Gesek Igam upon a steel short sword. That's got to be a mouthful. If it's a mouthful in Dwarvish, it's got to be a mouthful in English. Ruler Selves, the Cobra of Gorging. Technically, it's not even the longest. Kohler Lord, Duke of the City of Waters, has a new demand. What do you want, big dog? You want a green glass table in your bedroom? Alright. I'm gonna make you a throne and a table, because I'm not just giving you a table. But I wasn't bullshit when I said this guy likes green glass. He's got a full fucking office of green glass. He's like, yeah, that's nice and all. Could you put some of that in my room? That's okay, we'll give him a gamer setup. So this is Cole's dining hall. Which is only great, and he wants grand. Yeah, I've got no other use for that thing, so we'll throw that up there. Yeah. Honestly, that should fulfill Cole's desire to up his dining hall. Because then we can just put something in that display case. There's 2 Zuglars. I'm gonna try to put the right Zuglar statue down. Okay, Zuglar tooth paints. Who's English? Ah, yes, the diplomat. What's Usher? That's the right one, right? Yeah, Osher Oslam Thicket. In marble. How much leather do I have? Would it be ridiculous to tell them to make 300 pairs of shoes? No, that would be ridiculous. I'm thinking a more reasonable number is more like 250? Yeah. Everyone's getting some fresh shoes pretty much. Okay. These current jobs in place. I'm going to grab another beer. it's been chill times. Like a lot of people in the House of Beers, but like they're keeping it pretty civil right now. Which I like. I like that. Yeah, I could probably speed the time of the game up a lot if I used DF hack and deleted a lot of body parts. Yeah, if we could get those male shirts made up, that would be epic. Oh, but look at that! All those statues use the same icon. I like that. I like that. No merchants trading, but there's also no merchants leaving. Stay out of that room, birds. Stop getting stung. We're approaching the end of mid-autumn. '28th of Sandstone. Oh right, I was also forging steel bucklers. That's why I was taking my my shirt so long to actually get finished. Now that those are done, we should be able to get those mail shirts pumped up pretty quick. First of timber, late autumn. Let's fucking go. That was the original collect sand, right? Yeah. Okay. Then, well, it's the first of autumn. Let's pause time for a moment. Let's take a quick break. Not an actual break. Just a break from time. Because I want to set up the statue garden that I was talking about at the end of last stream, start of this stream. Yeah. Get those statues set up. We'll turn that into a meeting place. It'll be a statue garden. And people will go there and just enjoy the art. Okay, so I'm gonna make 100 choirs. Yeah. First of timber, let's go. And we're making big progress on this long hallway, which is ultimately going to be another pub. She wants bolts. I just made bolts. And we will make more. Also. Set the homie up. Alright, one more mill shirt. Oh. Wait, is my roof not finished? Oh. I didn't realize that. I thought this was completed for so long. Oh my... Yeah, because this was supposed to be Skybar. I can't believe I forgot about Skybar. Cole wants us to make stuff? Brother, we just made bucklers. Yeah, they're getting that set up. Azul. Love this song. Hell yeah. Song's a banger. Oh, the merchants are finally leaving. Oh yeah. Those bulls fast. So many animals just running all over the place. What happened? He's hunting the elephant right there. Ooh, ooh. Oh, brother. Like, he's just gonna go fill up the blicky and come back. Yeah, there we go. Uh, why did the queen leave her crown and her scepter there? Such strangeness. You know what? For the last two weeks of autumn, we'll have our royals get into some wrestling. Get a royal rumble going on. Troglodytes. What are these? Never seen these dudes before. Also, giant cave toad. I've seen those. Oh dear, the human maceman has returned. Did you? Because all I'm seeing is some clothes. Um, we have a nude woman. She's chosen to move back, even though we sent her to another place. She's returned. You know, oh, there's lots of clothes. Definitely a lot of clothing. So hopefully this nude lady is coming to get some clothes. Interesting that she'd rather show up with nothing but a pair of equally old gloves. She's just a nude, bald, muscly lady with nothing but leather gloves on. That actually, you know what? That probably better entrance than wearing anything else. I hope she's here to grab some clothing though. We have a good amount of it. Okay, look, she got a dress and a loincloth. And there's other stuff. This is just the beginning of her drip quest. Drip quest 16. Look at this. She's got socks on. And she just threw on a hat. Got some shoes. I don't know why she's so ambivalent to getting, all this new clothing. I think she'd be a little happy about it. Fresh clothes for the season. Just in time for the winter. The forgotten beast, Cock, has come. The forgotten beast, Cock, has come. No. But no, seriously. The forgotten beast, Cock, has come. No, but like, in all seriousness, like, the forgotten beast, Cock, he has come. Oh my god. That's such a ridiculous thing. I'm gonna say it one last time to get it out of my system. But the forgotten beast, Cock, has come. A towering humanoid composed of snow. It has 2 broad horns, and it squirms and fidgets. Okay. Well, let me look at Beast Cock real quick. Yo, what's up, Cock? Cock boy. It is mighty. Cock Beast, the snowman, had a mighty throbbing cock, with a big fat cock and a throbbing cock, and 2 eyes made out of cock. It's a shame though. My forgotten beasts don't seem as interested as coming in my fortress as they used to. When I created that beast pen, they filtered right in, no problem. But now, I missed out on 2 different Acons. Oh, this guy's just climbing between the walls. That's. How's Udir? That's a very dwarven first name, Udir. Okay, you got robes and trousers. Still picking up shit. But we see the fit. Honestly, I don't even know what else she could be grabbing here. Oh, yeah, it's a cloak. And yet she's still grabbing more. Why is she covered in Antha's human blood? She's got frozen dog pus on her feet. Okay. She's going to clean herself. Good thing we got soap. Hopefully her little shopping spree and bath time improve her mood. What's another coffin made? Seriously, you're still angry? Come on. Come on. Why would you come back if you're still pissy? I'll send you away. You pray to the wrong god. Wait, the beasts are fighting? No! No, not cock! Cock's lower body snow? Water laced with water, 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 water. Hold on, wait, no. This is water laced with water, 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 and Ugsnor Mystery Shaft's Forgotten Beast Extract. It's many levels of water. Man, that wasn't even a... well, you know, snow beasts. He was a snowman. Rip to cock. Schlong, but not forgotten. Do I have any pearl ash? Okay, how much potash do I have? Okay, how much ash do I have? Okay, so... wait, it's one word. Potash from ash. Give me 50 of those. Butter buffalo eye biscuits? Yeah, I don't know if I want those. Oh, right. I need to go to my kitchen real quick. I really that low in plump elements? What the fuck? I have no seeds? I have no seeds. Oh, we gotta do some work. I didn't realize. Not a big deal. It's fine. Right. Take them off duty, get those jobs in place. Covered. Yes, I've already made the steel caps. So yeah, I was thinking I'm gonna make steel helms and steel caps. No, I just need to make the steel helms next. And I think other than the breastplates and the shirts, I think everything else is like 1 bar. Greaves might be 2 bars as well. Greaves or leggings, I hope it's not both. I'm gonna look that up right now. I just want to know what kind of paint I'm in for. Yeah, so Graves are 2 bars. So Graves will have a bit of cost. What's cold one these days? 70 years old. Happy birthday, Cole. So it's the 28th of Timber. We got most of our statues set up. The only thing we really want to do is glaze. Oh yes, and then over here. Called it a museum. It's what it is, in a sense. 16 statues of some historical relevance. Let's look at them. So, this is a finely crafted green glass statue of the Spidery Echoes. The item is a finely designed image of the Spidery Echoes, the Forgotten Beast, and Mothi Snotiches, Forgotten Beast in green glass by Imush Alathmelbil. The Spidery Echoes is making a plaintive gesture. Mothi Snotiches is laughing. The artwork relates to the mortal wounding of the Forgotten Beast, the Spidery Echoes, by the Forgotten Beast Mothi Snotiches in the City of Waters in the late autumn of 11 during the rampage of the Forgotten Beast, the Spidery Echoes in the City of Waters. Now this is a superiorly designed, superior quality green glass statue of Sarvesh Flash Traded. The item is a superiorly designed image of Sarvesh Flash Traded, the Dwarf, and Dwarves in green glass by Imush Alathmelbil. Sarvesh Flash Traded is surrounded by the Dwarves. The artwork relates the appointment of the dwarf Sarvesh Flashtrade to the position of militia captain of the Merchants of Guilds in the early summer of 7. Ooh, and here we have a green glass statue of Eason Pleated Crafts. The item is an image of Eason Pleated Crafts, the dwarf, and dwarves in green glass by Momuz Steruzavuz. Eason Pleated Crafts is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates the ascension of the dwarf Eason Pleated Crafts to the position of Queen of the Red Guild in 1. And this is a green glass statue of dwarves. This is an exceptional green glass statue of dwarves. The item is an exceptionally designed image of dwarves in green glass by Ushat Sashrast. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of the city waters by the merchants of guilds of the Red Guild in the early spring of 2. And then this is a green glass statue of dwarves. This item is an image of dwarves in green glass by Thudu Alatniglil Show. The dwarves are traveling. The artwork relates to the foundation of the city waters by the merchants of guilds of the Red Guild in the early spring of 2. So, pretty much the same thing, just by 2 different artists. You know, very early history. You know, we have the Queen, the City of Waters, our military. Another statue of Eason Pleated Crafts. Over here we have a finely crafted green glass statue of Edsel Bell Channels. The item is a finely designed image of Edsel Bell Channels, the dwarf, and a jet mug in green glass by Udal Lutokdodok. Edsel Bell Channels is raising the jet mug. The artwork relates to the masterful jet mug created by the dwarf Edsel Bell Channels for the Merchants of Guilds at the City of Waters in the midsummer of 13. Now this is a superior quality green glass statue of Ushrir Windbooks. The item is a purely designed image of Ushrir Windbooks, the dwarf and dwarves in green glass by Ablel Govosmang. Ushrir Windbooks is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the election of the dwarf Ushrir Windboats to the position of Mayor of the Merchants of Guilds in the early summer of 5. And here we have another statue of Eason Pleated Crafts. Another statue of Eason Pleated Crafts. And then here's a green glass statue of dwarves, an exceptional green glass statue of dwarves. This item is an exceptionally designed image of dwarves in green glass by Amush Alathmabil. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of the city waters of the Merchants of Guilds of the Red Guild in the early spring of 2. And this is a superior quality green glass statue of Bemble Wealthslabored. The item is a superiorly designed image of Bemble Wealthslabored, the dwarf, and a pigtail hood in green glass by Foth Onalkosak. Bemble Wealthslabored is raising the pigtail hood. The artwork relates to the masterful pigtail hood created by the dwarf Bemble Wealthslabored for the Merchants of Guilds at the City of Waters in the mid-spring of 11. And here we have an exceptional green glass statue of Aerith Lulladdix. The item is an exceptionally designed image of Aerith Lulladdix, the dwarf, and an alpaca wool sock in green glass by Zuglar Akokskirl. Aerith Lulladdix is raising the alpaca wool sock. The artwork relates to the masterful alpaca wool sock created by the dwarf Aerith Lulladdix for the Merchants of Guilds at the City of Waters in the mid-spring of 14. Here we have a statue of dwarves. This also is the foundation of the City of Waters, a very popular subject. People like to work on the foundation of the City of Waters and the raising of their queen. Oh, here's another fresh one, though. This is an exceptional green glass statue of Feb Merchant Banks. The item is an exceptionally designed image of Feb Merchant Banks, the dwarf, and a pigtail loincloth in green glass by Imush Alathmobel. Feb Merchant Banks is raising the pigtail loincloth. The artwork relates to the masterful pigtail loincloth created by the dwarf Feb Merchant Banks for the Merchants of Guilds at the City of Waters in the early summer of 15. And lastly, we have a green glass statue of a billy goat. This is a well-crafted green glass statue of a billy goat. The item is a well-designed image of a billy goat in green glass by Foth Onalkosak. The billy goat is in a fetal position. The artwork relates to the slaughter of a billy goat in the City of Waters in the early autumn of 13. Dark. really dark. Okay. Well, since we're reading statues and we're at the tail end of the year, not the year, of the season of the stream, let's see. We'll start by looking at the statue that we haven't put up, but we will be putting up to finalize the entrance to our Hall of Heroes, so to speak. This is a finely crafted marble statue of Ushra Windbooks. The item is a finely designed image of Ushra Windbooks, the dwarf, and dwarves, in marble by Atir Lilarmoses. Ushra Windbooks is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates the election of the dwarf Ushra Windbooks to the position of mayor of the Merchants of Guilds in the early summer of 5. Now, if we come over here, we have a well-crafted marble statue of English Chanelions. The item is a well-designed image of English Chanelions, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Zon Lecotcarel. English Chanelions is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf English Chanelions to the position of diplomat of the Red Guild in 1. It is glazed with exceptionally prepared ash glaze. And this is a well-crafted marble statue of Zuglar Toothpaints. The item is a well-designed image of Zuglar Toothpaints, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Zon Lecotcarel. Zuglar Toothpaints is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the acceptance of the dwarf Zuglar Toothpaints as a member of the Merchants of Guilds in the early spring of 2. It is glazed with well-prepared ash glaze. And this is a marble statue of Destot Workfresh. The item is an image of Destot Workfresh, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Mestos Kudalaral. Destot Workfresh is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Destot Workfresh to the position of broker of the Merchants of Guilds in the mid-autumn of 10. It is glazed with exceptionally prepared ash glaze. And this is a marble statue of Thicket Rhymesack. The item is an image of Thicket Rhymesack, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Dumed Shoras Thicket. Thicket Rhymesack is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Thicket Rhymesack to the position of general of the Red Guild in 1. It is glazed with ash glaze. And here we have a well-crafted marble statue of Melville Chucktown. The item is a well-designed image of Melville Chucktown, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Doran Altarlabad. Melville Chucktown is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Melville Chucktown to the position of outpost liaison of the Red Guild in 1. It is glazed with ash glaze. And then we have a marble statue of Easem Pleaticrafts. The item is an image of Easem Pleaticrafts, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Atir Lilarmoses. Easem Pleaticrafts is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the ascension of the dwarf Easem Pleaticrafts to the position of Queen of the Red Guild in 1. It is glazed with ash glaze. Now here we have a statue of Nil Cloisterwield. The item is an image of Nil Cloisterwield, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Zon Letmosalon. Nil Cloisterwield is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Nil Cloisterwield to the position of chief medical dwarf of the Merchant of Guilds in the midsummer of 3. It is glazed with ash glaze. And this is a well-crafted marble statue of Cadal Seal Paints. The item is a well-designed image of Cadal Seal Paints, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Nish Nermosis. Cadal Seal Paints is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Cadal Seal Paints to the position of sheriff of the Merchants of Guilds in the early spring of 4. It is glazed with ash glaze. And this is a marble statue of Sebrek Laborwall. The item is an image of Sebrek Laborwall, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Atir Lilarmoses. Sebrek is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Sebrek Laborwall to the position of bookkeeper of the Merchants of Guilds in the early spring of 3. It is glazed with exceptionally prepared ash glaze. And this is a marble statue of Olan Ashen Arches. The item is an image of Olan Ashen Arches, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Onul Alothidus. Olan Ashen Archers is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Olan Ashen Archers to the position of Captain of the Guard, the Merchants of Guilds in the midwinter of 6. It is glazed with ash glaze. And lastly, we have a marble statue of Cole Meat Tools. The item is an image of Cole Meat Tools, the dwarf, and dwarves in marble by Toulon Lenlarvukar. Cole Meat Tools is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the selection of the dwarf Cole Meat Tools to the position of expedition leader of the Merchants of Guilds in the early spring of 2. It is glazed with ash glaze. So this is a statue of young Cole. Young Cole, not old Cole, young Cole. Uncle. You could call him now. That's young Cole in this statue. Now he's Unk Cole. And so, it's the 28th of Timber. Let's finish the autumn. It's a good autumn. Yeah, we got our statue garden set up. We've got a Hall of Heroes. Honestly, even though they're not physically connected, I'm still gonna do it. People can come get their art fix on. Ooh! And yeah, speaking of belief systems, how are we looking? 162 worshippers. That's pretty good. Like, realistically, if we start moving a few more people out, we could have it where more than half the fortress is bring to Barrows. It's thought. It's thought I've had multiple times. Don't know if it's something I'd ultimately come to regret, but you know, it's definitely a thought. But that was the autumn. And in all honesty, you know, yeah, it was 2 a.m., but I'm not sleepy. I'm not tired. I am going to run it back for the winter. We're finishing year 16. It's coming to a close. We're gonna do it. But for the time being, we're going to save and return to the title menu, to the main save. A little over 3 hours for this stream. Very much thinking of deleting my thousands and thousands of body parts. We'll see. You know, could always just do a huge push on other stuff. We'll see. Because bone, it's only doing so much for decoration. You know, I mostly use it to try and keep the numbers down, but it's getting to be a lot. And I don't know, might be worth just absolving myself of that pain. But we're gonna bring this stream to a close. You know, that was Dwarf Fortress, Histories of Avarice and Industry, and I will return very shortly for the winter of 16, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully we're getting closer to, you know, outfitting our army with all the gear that they need.